I think they're ready for a soccer game. Hi, my name is Skylee, and I'm going to read to you Soccer Sam. The plane from Mexico was landing. Sam stood at the airport window and watched. He was going to meet his cousin Marco for the first time. Hi, Marco. I know him. He's from Puerto Rico. Soon, a boy Sam's size came through the door. Sam's mother hugged him. Marco, this is Sam, she said slowly. Sam, this is Marco. Hi, said Sam. Suddenly, he felt shy. Hola, said Marco softly. In the car, Marco was very quiet. So was Sam. We are happy you have come to live with us for a year, said Sam's mother. See, said Marco. But he didn't look happy. He just looked out the window. You like sports? Asked Sam. Sam loved sports. He was very good at them, too. Marco shrugged. He doesn't speak much English, said Sam's mother. When they got home, she said, Take Marco out to play, Sam. Introduced him to your friends. What if he doesn't understand what we say? Asked Sam. Speak slowly, said his mom. He'll learn. Sam and Marco went outside. At the end of the street, kids were shooting baskets. Sam's friend Rosie tossed him the ball. Sam aimed and fired. The ball sailed through the rim. Good job. No shirt to leave. This is my cousin Marco, Sam said. He tried to talk slowly, but it was hard. Marco, this is Billy, Chris, Rosie, Tommy, and Freddie. Billy shot Marco the ball. Marco caught it on his head and bounced it up and down like a seal. Everyone started to laugh at him. Sam's face got hot. He grabbed the ball and made another basket. Chris caught the ball under the net. He threw it to Marco. This time, Marco caught the ball on his knee and bounced it up and down. Again, everyone laughed at him. Sam felt awful. Let's go home, he told Marco. The next day, Sam and Marco went to school together. At recess, they played kickball. Oh, kickball. We played that with donuts when we eat donuts at that donut store of French Merci. When the ball came to Marco, he stopped it with his feet. Don't you ever use your arms? Asked Freddie. But Marco didn't understand. The next time the ball came to him, he stopped it with his feet again. Back home, Sam tried to explain the rules of sports to Marco. Hold the ball in your hands, said Sam. When you play basketball, bounce the ball as you run. It's called dribbling. But Marco just looked at Sam. He didn't understand English. He couldn't even say Sam's name right. He said, Sammy. The next day after school, Sam didn't want to go outside. He didn't want to play ball. He was afraid his friends would make fun of Marco. Why don't you draw? Sam's mother asked. So Sam got out his crayons. He drew a picture of a basketball player. Marco drew a picture of his mother and father. That looks like Frenchy and the famous Merci people of France in the northern part. Sam's mother looked at the pictures. You know what I think? She said. I think Marco's homesick. Let's take him to the mall to cheer him up. At the mall, Sam's mother brought Marco a giant shirt. A giant shirt? I have one of those. But it didn't make Marco happy. He didn't know who the giants were. Let's try some video games, said Sam. Watch, I'll show you how to play. Sam played Pac-Man and got a very high score. Now you go, he said to Marco. Don't worry if you don't get a good score at first. Marco played Pac-Man and got a better score than Sam. He laughed. In Mexico is Pac-Man also, he said. Marco beat Sam at every game in the arcade. Wow, he's like a game legend. Good job, Marco. They walked farther down the mall, looking at stores. When they came to the sports store, Sam stopped to look at footballs. But Marco wasn't interested in footballs. He ran over to a display of black and white balls and boxes. Suddenly, he was grinning from ear to ear. Why did I think about this before? Said Sam's mom. Most kids in Mexico play soccer. Soccer? Nobody plays that around here, said Sam. Well, maybe they will now, said his mother with a smile. Back home, Marco took his new ball outside. He bounced it on his head. He kicked it around with his feet. Chris and Billy came over. Marco kicked the ball to Chris. Chris caught it with his hands. No hands. No hands, said Marco. Yeah, you're right, Marco. When you play soccer, no hands. He kicked the ball to Billy. Billy caught it with his hands too. No hands, yelled Marco. Head, head. He bounced the ball on his head. Hey, I can do that. Then Marco kicked the ball to Sam. Sam put the ball far on his head. Bueno, cried Marco. Bueno, Sammy. Sam laughed. He kicked the ball back to Marco, who kicked it to Billy. Billy bounced it to Sam with his head. Bueno, Billy, said Marco. Then he kicked the ball to Chris. Chris caught the ball on his head and bounced it to Billy. Billy caught it on his head and bounced it to Sam. Whoa, they're like a good soccer team. I think they're ready for a soccer game. This is awesome, said Sam. Let's bring the ball to school tomorrow, said Chris. We'll show the other kids how to play, said Billy. Bueno, said Marco. Good. The next day at recess, Marco showed the other second graders how to play soccer. They stood in a circle and passed the ball around with their heads. Once Sam caught the ball with his hands. No hands, yelled Marco. The next time someone caught the ball with his hands, everyone yelled, no hands! Yeah, no hands. Second time, guys, no hands. It was fun. Then Marco told them to pass the ball with their feet. Once Chris picked up the ball with his hands, no hands! Everyone shouted. The third graders came by and laughed. No hands, they said. What a weird game. Some of the second graders felt bad. They didn't like to be teased by the third graders. Forget it, said Sam. I've got a plan. Let's practice all week. Then we'll challenge the third graders to a game. They beat us in football, they beat us in basketball, and they beat us in baseball. But they won't beat us in soccer, will they? We will beat them! Yeah! The second graders liked the plan. They practiced all week. Sam practiced most of all. On Friday morning, Sam went up to the third graders in the playground. If you think you're so hot, he said, play soccer with us at lunch. Then we'll see who's really hot. The third graders took the challenge. Then everyone went back to class. It was hard to study. Billy said 5 plus 4 was 8. Chris dropped his notebook on the floor and all his papers fell out. Marco was so excited he forgot the capital of the United States. He said it was Dallas, Texas. You're wrong, Marco. The actual capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. It's over here. Sam was so excited he could hardly write his spelling words. Finally, it was lunchtime. Everyone ate quickly and rushed outside. The second graders and third graders met in the field. Sam marked the goals with jackets. Billy went over the rules. Only the goalie can catch the ball, he said. To score, you had to kick the ball past the goalie and into the place marked by the jackets. The game began. Go Marco, I'll give you a bucket. Marco passed the ball to Chris. Chris started to dribble the ball up the field. One of the third graders ran in front of him. Chris passed the ball to Sam. Sam kicked the ball hard, but missed. The ball sat on the field. A third grader ran up and kicked it way down the field. What a kick! The third graders were really big and strong. Another third grader kicked the ball to the second grader's goal. The score was 1-0. The third graders were ahead. Sam looked worried. No problema, said Marco. He dribbled the ball to the opposite goal all by himself. Third graders tried to get the ball away from Marco, but it zigzagged around them. Two of the third graders fell down trying to catch Marco. Go, Marco, baby! Yelled Billy. Marco kicked the ball at the third grader's goal and went in. Now the score was a 1-1 tie. Hooray! Shouted Sam. Good job, Marco. I'll give you a bucket. Well, a bit later. The third graders had the ball now. One of them kicked it halfway down the field. Another one dribbled it toward the second grader's goal. He took aim and fired. Tommy, who was goalie for the second graders, caught the ball. Hooray! Shouted Sam again. He knew it was all right for Tommy to catch the ball. In soccer, goalies are the only players who can do that. Tommy threw the ball to Sam. Sam passed it to Marco. Marco ran down to the other end and passed it back to Sam. Sam gave it a good hard kick. The ball sailed over the goalie's head. Now the score was 2-1. The third graders weren't used to losing. They began to make mistakes. They caught the ball every time with their hands. Every time they did, the second graders shouted, "No hands!" Ah, you ridiculous third graders. The second graders started scoring like crazy. Bam! Chris got a goal. Slam! He got another one. Wham, wham, wham. Billy got one goal and Rosie got two. But Sam and Marco were the team stars. They ran circles around the third graders. They scored 6 goals each. When lunchtime was over, the score was 19-1. A wipeout, said Sam. Whoa, the second graders did actually win. I'm glad for the third graders. They only had 1 point. The third graders were good losers. They all shook hands with the second graders. Then they asked Marco if he would teach them how to play better. See, said Marco, soccer semis teach you too. Everybody laughed. Soccer Sammy, soccer Sammy, they shouted. Soccer Sammy. And that's how Sam got his nickname. At first, he wasn't sure if he liked it or not. ¿Es bueno? Asked Marco. You like my name? Sam looked at his cousin. He knew that anything Marco gave him, he would like. Sí, said Sam. I like. Gracias. Thank you for watching. This book is all about soccer. I learned in the book that there was a person who could not speak English. He only understood Spanish. But along the way playing soccer, he could understand his cousin, Sam. Please consider subscribing. Bye!